one of those days. This is my second vlog. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about some of the things that interest me, some of the things that are going on in my life, and we will start with the fact that this week coming up is week 1 of training for the Vancouver Half Marathon. Yay! I'm very excited about this. I've never run a half marathon before. I decided back in September I needed to get back into shape and do some exercise. Running is the thing that is easiest to fit into my schedule. I basically just need a pair of shoes and I can go out the door and go, other than the fact that I live somewhere that we have winter. So I purchased a treadmill to get me through the winter, and now that it is starting to come out of winter, February is a little bipolar, I'm able to do about half my runs outside. So I have a calendar here that has the next 12 weeks worth of exercise that I have to do, all of my run days, all of my cross training days. Hopefully when May 5th rolls around, I won't die after running the 13.1 miles that is required to complete a half marathon. One of the other things that I do in my off time when I'm not working is I like to read. Currently I am reading the Song of Ice and Fire books, and I'm on book 3, which is the Storm of Swords. I started reading these books just before Christmas because I had watched seasons 1 and seasons 2 of Game of Thrones on HBO, and I wanted to see how it was different on TV as it was from the books. I think I prefer the books. However, I find it difficult to read ahead of what I have watched on television because I don't have the canon of what I saw to what I am reading. I like the visual that goes along with it. I like seeing how they take the book and they adapt it. You see sometimes characters on TV shows that you don't like or that don't interest you, that when you read the book they become entirely different characters. For me, one of those characters is Arya. The story arc is very similar, but the events that happen within that story arc I find are different and are better in the book. They seem to be more expanded. I know it's hard with a TV show with as many characters as you have with this set of books, but they don't have chapter numbers. They have character names, and each chapter that you read has the story of the character for the chapter title. So that makes it a little bit difficult to read because the story jumps around a little bit. I've been finding the third book more difficult than the first 2. I keep reading it and I'm still only about a third of the way through, and I'm not quite sure if I'm making progress or if the book is just getting longer as I read it, which very well might be. You will probably hear me talk a lot about Comic-Con between now and July. It's my favorite time of year. I finally went to my first Comic-Con 2 years ago and was instantly hooked. I went back last year, met up with some friends that I had made the first year, met up with some friends that I had made through the Nerd Machine community in the intermediate year, and those friendships of course have grown. Some of you guys are watching. Hi guys! Love you, I miss you. And so I'm looking forward to seeing them again in the summer.